So, so we were talking about yesterday IAM services from the AWS. So today let's talk about RDS. So do you have any questions before going to the next session? If not, let me know. Okay. So there is no questions, right?
No,
So
yes.
yeah. So let's talk about what is this Amazon RDS. So the full form is RDS is Relational Database Services. So this is managed by the AWS cloud only. And what is Amazon RDS actually? So Amazon RDS is a fully managed relational database services that handles the provisioning, patching, backups, and the replication automatically. So you can focus on the building the application, not managing the databases. Okay. So what does this means? So earlier days in the on-prem, what is happening? Database managed by the separate team, like a SQL team, Oracle team. Those teams, you need to do it like a creating the database, patching, backups, replication, everything manually team are doing. Now what RDS done it? So you need to just take care of the RDS inside the table creations and endpoints, everything. That means inside the database need to be taken it. Remaining things like creating, patching, backups, and replication automatically. These are all taken care by the AWS. So here is exactly the difference. So without RDS self-managed. Self-management, we need to manage it. So any team like a Oracle or SQL team, so they have to install and configure the DB softwares, manually OS patching for upgrades, set up the replications yourself, managing the backups and recovery, monitor the disk, CPU memory, everything self-managed people, they have to do it. If you're coming to with RDS, fully managed. So you need to just use one-click provisioning, automated OS, and DB patching, multi-agent replication built in, automated backup and snapshot, CloudWatch monitoring included. So this is the main difference in the Amazon RDS. So next, what are the supported databases engines it will support? So we have a MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, Oracle, SQL Server, and Araro. So these are all the database. It is going to be supported by AWS Cloud RDS. And main feature is, I told you earlier, automated backups, read replica, storage auto-scaling, multi-agent deployment, encryption, and parameter groups. So these are all the main advantages and or you can call it as a features. So what is this multi-agent versus read replica? So multi-agent means you are going to use it for the high availability, synchronous for the zero data loss, failover automatic for failover 1 to 2 minutes. Can recovery standby? No, standby is passive. Use cases, production workloads, mission for the critical apps. So where we can able to use read replica. So this is used for the performance, scale reads, asynchronous slide for the lag. So manual must promote as a replica. Can query replica is offload the reads to it. Use cases, analytics, reporting, read, AV apps. So here this multi-agent replicas RDS going to be used. So RDS securities, so there is a 3 layers. One is for network layer, access layer, database layer. So each layer it is having the description. So you can able to deploy the RDS inside the VPC. Use private subnet, no public internet expose. Security groups controls inbound outbound traffic. Use subnet groups to span multiple AZs. And access layer, so you can able to use IAM authentication for the MySQL and Postgres, and the DB level users roles for the fine granted access. Secret manager to rotate the credentials automatically. So no SSH access. AWS manages the underlying host. So if you are moving to data layer, so this is going to be AS256 encryption at rest via AWS KMS, SSL TLS encryption in transit, encrypted snapshot and read replicas, enable the audit logs, CloudWatch for the complaints. So this is about the security of our RDS. So monitoring and performance. So monitoring main metrics we are going to monitor it: CPU utilization, a database connection, free storage space, read latency, write latency, a replica lag, freeable memory. So these are all the metrics we are going to monitor it. If we come into that performance tool, so there is a performance insights, enhanced monitoring, slow query logs, RDS proxy. So these are all the performance tools are there to query it. The the logs are generating, or the performance is good or not. So that is where we can able to see it. And if we are moving to real world use cases, obviously we are going to use it in e-commerce application like Flipkart, mobile backends, analytics and reports, healthcare compliance. So these are all the areas RDS going to be used. So the RDS best practices: always use multi-asset and use private subnet, a secret manager, test your backup, write size the instance, read replicas for the reads. So these are all the best practice. If you have any questions related to this presentation, let me know. If nothing, I'll just move to the practical.
Oh, sir.
Okay, chala. So let's move on to the AWS portal. So now what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to search it out RDS. So again, you can ask me that, sir, why we need to manage it RDS. Okay. So in cloud, you need to manage it VPC, RDS, sorry, EC2, RDS, everything. As a DevOps engineer or cloud engineer, we should take care it, because these portal access will not have access to the particular team like a SQL team or SQL team. So they will just log into this RDS, then they'll try to do their access. I'll show you that how we can able to access it. So as of now, I'll just open Aurora and RDS. Okay, this is earlier it was only RDS. Now they make it as a Aurora and RDS. So here also it is showing managed relational database services. So let's move on to here. So here left side, if you are able to see it, there is a database. Just click it and create the database. So here there's a three things are there. Okay, two things. One is for express configuration. No need to do anything. Just click it. One click, you are able to configure it. Full configuration, there is a two way. One is for our, as per our requirement, you can create it, or that is also automated. So if you have any databases in the S3 bucket, you can able to restore it. So this will be taken care by again database team, how we can they will be restoring. So now I'll go with full configurations. And so here I told you, right, engine types, there is a multiples are there. So from my side, I want MySQL data engine. I'm going to select it. If it is Oracle, you can use it. SQL, you can use it. MariaDB, you can use it. So that is depends on the use cases of the company, or uh, they will support. They will tell you that which database they want. So here I told you full configuration, easy to create. So this is a full configuration and easy create, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll say that easy to create, and I need free tier, and my database name is my database, and the username is, I'll leave it as admin. Okay. So here there is a two option. One is for secret manager, one is for self-managed. So you can manage it anyone. So I'm going to use it self-managed. I will put it password here, my own password. So here, if you wanted to connect it to directly your EC2 machine, it is possible. Okay, this is optional. And view default setting. So what are the default setting it is taking? Encryption, it is already enabled. VPC, it will take it. Multi-agent, no. Option group default selected. Subnet group, by default it is taken. So these are all the, by default it is already taken. Okay, no need to do it, any changes. Let it be run. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just create a database. So this will take minimum 5 minutes, more than that, to create the database. So as of now 6:16, let me see it, how much time it will take it. That is the one thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to create a one more option, like a full configuration. Let me see it, full configuration here. So here, what is the difference? Earlier I was using easy create. Now I will using full configuration. Template you can use for free tier. Okay. So this is how your database, it is sitting in the your in the private availability zone. Okay, if you're going for the multi read replicas, right? Availability and durability. Okay, so you will have only one single AZ DB instance. If you need multi AZ DB, this is how we can able to see the architecture. One is for primary, other one is standby. And if you go for multi AZ DB cluster, read replica, write and read endpoint, primary instance plus SSD hard disk, and if you're able to see it, there is a two readable standby. So depends on the company. If they want high availability, go for multi-asset. Okay. So that means one availability zone is down, remaining two will be up only. So I'm going to use it a free tier. Okay. Do not use it dev test because we're testing rate. So use it for single. And here, so I told you, right, everything we need to select it. Okay, what is the version it is required? Okay, and DB instance, identifier. Okay, and here I am mentioning the instance, DB name, admin. Okay, and password also you can keep it here. So here, what is the instance type? Okay, that means we are going to select it everything. Okay, and storage type also, if you're able to see it, see, so we can just increase it, additional configuration if it is required, maximum threshold you can mention it. So once it is reached to 100,000 GB, automatically it is going to be enabled, automatically it will increase it, no need to wait from our side. And if you're able to see it, VPC by default it is selected, and subnet group by default selected. And if you want public access, one second. So if you need public access, yes or no. So if you want publicly accessible, make it yes. If you know, make it no. So I'm going to use it. The next one is security group for by default. Availability zone, let it be selected anyone. And so remaining all, I'll keep it same. I'll just create it. So this is manually creating all the options from our end. Okay. Two things we have discussed. Okay. In the full configuration, easy to create and full configuration. So express configuration, nothing. You just create a database, automatically it will create it. No need to add all those things. But you should know what is inside that. Then only we'll get to know. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just go to here. Still it is showing my database. Okay. So our database is ready. Okay. What I'll do, I'll go to EC2 section. I'll create a EC2. So what I'm trying to show, so how do we create a database? Okay. And how to connect it to EC2 machine. It can be a Linux, it can be a Windows, both. Okay. So as of now, I'll go for Linux. So I'm selecting Amazon Linux. I'll just say it RDS server connect, and I'll be using T2 medium. I'll go to advanced details. So I'm going to what I'll do before starting the server, I wanted to install the website. That means I have a website. Those things should be added. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just paste it here. So what is this script it will do? It will update it. It will install the HTTPD and PHP MySQL MariaDB. And once it is installed, it will enable it. And here is my database configurations. Okay. Now what I'll do, so there is a endpoint, right? Just copy here, paste it here. Okay. So remaining things, you need to change it username and my password, whatever you have a password, you need to use it. And this is a database inside the database name. Okay, not RDS. So remaining all you can keep it same thing. No need to change anything. I'll just
Sir,
launch it. Yeah.
sir, where did you get this?
Yeah, obviously this script you can get it from the outside. Like we have a what is that events from the AWS, right? They will give it. So there is a AWS workshop. So from there you can get it. Or if you wanted to quick connect with the database team, how do we create the database tables? So I'm going to show it to you how we can able to create the database table. Then you'll get to know, because little bit understand, you should know how to create the tables, how to use the database. Then only you'll get to know. Otherwise, you will not get to know. Any questions other than?
No, sir.
Yeah. So the script, it is already added. So it will just install the Apache, sorry, HTTPD, and remaining all the files creations and DB configuration details, everything it will be stored under the /var/w HTML. That is the default website for the HTTPD. Let me try to open it, and let me try to connect it here to the EC2 machine. Okay, so we are getting some error, right? Okay, so uncaught MySQL escalation, unknown the database name. It is saying that there is unknown sample DB, right? So this is a path. So now what I'll do, let's log into here why this error is getting, and we'll try to fix it. So let me go to here. So I'll just log into that database, okay, to fix it. So this is the command to log into that database. Okay. Again, who will give it? So we need to do it. Okay. There is a how to connect it to database. There is a official documentation. It is available. You try it. Okay. So official documentation, all the things it is available. So I'll just hit enter. It will ask for the password. So while creating the database, we have given the password, right? So let's enter it. So now are you able to see it? It got changed to MySQL. That means we are successfully able to log into MySQL, right? So now I'll just use the, I'm going to create the database, right? Why? Because it is saying that unknown database, right? So let me try to create it. So it will throw error because it will say that, yeah. So see, the database it is not there. That is why it is created. If there is a database, you'll get error. So now, whatever I created the databases, again, this is not related to operations. This is again entire pure is from the database side. Okay, at least you should know basic uh, uh, things to create the database, switching it, all those things. Okay, if you do not know also not a problem, but you need to learn it because for your reference, right? Whenever if you wanted to test it, they will come and they will ask you that we are not able to create the database, we are not able to switch it, or we are not able to create the tables, all those things they'll tell, right? So that is the reason you should know. So now it is switched to my database, right? Now I'm going to create the tables. Okay. So what is the tables I'm going to create it here? So here create the table contexts. Okay. Primary key. So that is what I'll do. I wanted to create the contexts. Then I'm going to add the context name city for few users. You can take it any of the a few users. I'm taking John. Newark is from Smith from Chicago and demo user from the Bangalore. So I'm just adding the context. Okay. So it is query is okay. Records 3 duplicated 0. That is what it is showing. Now let me see it. Whatever we have created the context, is it there or not? Okay. See, whatever you have created the context, it is already there. Okay. Now what I will do, I have created everything, right? Let me exit from here. I'll restart the HTTPD. Okay. And once restarted, just go to here, refresh it. Are you able to see it? Whatever we have created, the database engineers, they have created the context. Okay, it is available. The tables, everything it is there. Okay, if you wanted to create it your own, yes, you can create it. Okay, test. So let me go and check it inside here. Sorry, let's log into database here. What is the password here? Okay, let me add it here. Now let me try to check it. Select the contacts. Okay, let me switch to database. Okay, are you able to see it? Whatever we have done inside the database from the portal, both also it is available in the inside the database. So this is how we can able to create the database and creating the tables, adding the contacts and accessing the portal. So that is all about the RDS connectivity from your EC2. Now, other than what else we can do? Okay. So earlier I told you there is another two things. So one is for taking the snapshot. Okay. For example, I am doing some activity from database side. Okay, or inside the tables, maybe he's having a fairness saying that maybe it can corrupt. Okay, so that is why what you will do, you will go and you will take the snapshot. Go to action. There is a screenshot. Take a snapshot. Before, right, you can say that upgrade or something. Okay, just take a snapshot. Okay, so this will be taken the snapshot. Under the snapshot, are you able to see it before upgrade? So this will take to complete it. Okay, creating the snapshot, it will take it. So that is a one thing. Now there is a instance type, right? Or instance size. Okay. Now I wanted to change it to different instance type. Maybe there is a performance issue. Database is not able to handle it. I wanted to change this instance type. Then go to here and you will see that modify, right? So there is a modify and come down below. Are you able to see it instance type? Now only two virtual CPU, 1 GB RAM are there. So just increase it. What is that? Two virtual CPU, 2 GB RAM. Come down below last. Okay, don't do any changes. I'll just go to next. So here, apply during the next schedule maintenance window or apply immediately. So you need to select apply immediately because I wanted to see it as of now. Just modify the instance. So now we can just observe it. This is going to be changed once it is done. So this will take some time to do it. In the meantime, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer you.
No, sir, not for now.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so see, so successfully created your snapshot before upgrade. Just go to that portal or you can select it here, snapshot also. See, this is already status, it is showing available. That means snapshot you have taken, you can do whatever you want. Okay, now I'll go ahead and I'll delete it. I don't require it as of now. So this will take some time to modify it. That's fine. And I'm going to just terminate this EC2. That's fine. I'm going to show you one more topic here. Let it modify it. I'm just unshare my screen. I'm just opening CloudWatch topic. That's fine. So this will, I think the database modification, this will take some time. In the meantime, I'm going to show you the small topic So because that will be very useful. Could you share your email ID here? So why I'm going to talk about this is important. So I'm going to talk about one more topic today. So this is out of syllabus. Still, I need because I need to explain it. This is called a Amazon SNS. So what is this SNS? It is a simple notification services. It kind of a pub sub messaging at any scale, pushing the notification and pub sub where we can able to use it and fan out. So where we can able to use it. For example, what is this Amazon SNS? So SNS is a fully managed, publish, subscribe messaging service we call it. A producer publishes the one message to topic and SNS simultaneously delivers that message to all the subscribers and SQS queues, Lambda, HTTP endpoint, email, SMS, and mobile. So when there is a something is goes wrong, right? So I wanted to get a email or notification or SMS, right? Okay. So how do we do it? Okay. For example, here is a you are the publisher, you are going to SNS topic, you are having it. So you are going to send it to the Lambda and SQS and email. Okay. Then under that there is a SMS also you can get it, or you can able to use it HTTP, HTTPS and S3 keys. Okay. These are all we can able to use this SNS topic. So what is this? SNS is push based. One messages deliver simultaneously to all the subscribers. Subscriber means me and you. Like any people, they will get it out. So it is just kind of a notification service, you can call it. And SNS topic types and messages filtering. What is this? So standard topics and FIFO topics. So standard topics used for best effort ordering the messages at least once delivery, maybe duplicate, nearly unlimited throughout, support all subscriber types. And FIFO, first in, first out topics. Okay. Strict message ordering guaranteed, exactly once delivery, no duplication, up to 300 messages or 10 MBs throughout. Only SQS FIFO queues can be subscribed. So this is a two topics it will be available. And so where are the use cases? Mobile push notification, alerts and emails, fan out pattern, cross region replication, operational alerts, microservices decoupling. So from here we can able to use this SNS. So most of the times we are using for the alerts and email and mobile push notification. So that is all about this SNX. Let me see it you how we can able to create the SNS. So just go to AWS console. Do you have any question on this? Maybe you can just imagine this. This is a just notification service. There is nothing else. So let me add your email ID. So I'm going to create the topic. Okay. So I told you right, there's a two things. So one is for FIFO and standard. So I'll keep it by default here. I'll mention it alerts. I'll keep it everything default. I'll just create it. So once it is created, okay, and go back to subscriber, create a subscription, select your, which is the one you have created, and now protocol. So how do you want? Like a SKS or how? That is the one you need to mention it. I'll keep it everything. One second. Topic. Okay. So inside topic. Okay, inside topic, we need to go here and create the subscription. Okay. By default, it is already there. Okay. This is for the queue. Where is this option? Let's create a standard one. Okay, I think FIFO used for SKS. Okay, not required. Let's create a subscription. Okay, so what we have done it, so there is a two things, right? FIFO and standard. So you should select the standard, then you can try to use email, the protocol. Okay, now we can mention your email ID. So I'm just adding your email ID here to get the notification. So can you go on to your email and just confirm it? So if we confirm it only, I can able to see there is a pending confirmation. Till your confirmation, this is not going to be completed.
Checking, sir, one second.
Yeah.
Sir, once refresh it, sir.
Yeah. So once you confirmed only, it will shows confirm. Okay. This is how we can able to create the SNS for the topics. It can be anyway. You can use it for the alerts. You can use it for the message if you want. That is also you can able to do it. So now SNS topic is completed. Okay. Now let's close this one. Let me go back to RDS is done or not. Yeah. See, are you able to see it? The DB instance got changed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is all about the database. I'm going to delete because these are all very costly. Okay. So once you're done, just delete it. Okay. So let me 1 second, let me check. There is a one more topic that is smaller one. That is also I'll try to close it out. Yeah, let me reshare my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this SNS CloudTrail, these are all small topics. Why I am talking about this too? This is also very important as a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, you should know it. So what is this CloudTrail? So track every action, audit everything, stay compliant. Okay. So API auditing, compliance, security. So what is CloudTrail? So CloudTrail records every API calls made in your AWS account. Who did what, from where, and when. It provides the complete audit trail for the governance, compliance, operational auditing, and risk management. So normally, some of the on-prem team, what they will do, someone is done the some changes. Okay, they will say that I have not done it, I have not done it. So how do we track it? Who done it, right? So there is a in the cloud, there is a service called CloudTrail. If you do it anything in the AWS control, AWS cloud, this will track it. Okay, which user, what he has made the changes. Okay, that is where this is very important in the cloud, and this will be used for the audit purpose. Okay, some of the companies they need audit last 1 year data, then this is going to be used. So if you're able to see it, who, okay, identifies which IAM user, role or service made the API call using their ARN. That means user or role. What? Records the exact API action performed, creating the bucket or terminated the instance. Okay, what he has done it. Where? So from where means what is the IP address or the region from where it is calling. When timestamps also it is going to be shows. This is good, right? To track it, what he has done it from any users. Now, let's talk about the CloudTrail event types. One is for management events, another one is for data events, another one is insight events. So, management events used for creating the VPC, deleting, attach role, run instance, everything you can able to see it. If you are talking about data events, we will get to know S3 get objects, lambda invoke functions, okay, get item put in, okay. If you move to insight, spike on the EC2 instance calls, unusual IAM policy changes, abnormal. Okay, these are all the three events we can able to see it in the cloud trial. So how cloud trial it will works? I told you earlier, API call made, cloud trial it is going to be captured, event validated, it will deliver to S3 and it will save it on the CloudWatch logs also. So security compliance best practice, I told you, PCI. Okay, these are all the compliance. Okay, you will not get to know these are all managed by compliance team. Okay, they will ask you that these are all the logs. Okay, they will just say that these are all the you need to set up a alarms, enable the organization trial, retention policy, multi-region trial, encrypt with KMS, protect log. These are all as per the compliance it is required. So this should be enabled. So that is all about cloud trial. Let's move on to AWS console. Now we have created one of the server, right? Okay. So we have created a database, we have deleted the database, we have taken the snapshot, everything, right? So where I can see it, just go to search button, type it cloud trial. Are you able to see it? What is it is showing? Track user activity and API usage. Just open it. It will take into cloud trial portal. So here there is a dashboards and event history. Go to event history. Okay. So nothing to do with anything. Okay. So now are you able to see it here somewhere? I have deleted the DB instance, right? See, created, deleted by me, right? And subscribe the SNS topic, created the topic, creating the topic again, right? Let's now what I will do. I'll just terminate this EC2 machine. Okay. This I have deleted or not, it will shows in the event. So this will take some 30 seconds to fetch it here. Okay, as of now, the last one is retire grant, right? So let it be there. Later we'll see it. Okay. So now whatever we have done it, okay, we have done it for other things, DB instance again and modifying it, creating the database, right? Okay, these are all the things today I've done it, right? So I have created the run instance. Okay. So all the information it is available. I have logged into the console. Okay, created the database. Okay. I am terminated the instance. Okay. For yesterday, deleted the DB. Okay. All information it is available. If we take it one example here, if we go top delete, right? So are you able to see it? The event name, username, event name, event source, key, region, everything it is available. And what is the RDS and VPC, what all the resources is consumed, all the things it is available. This is event record for JSON view. Okay. This is how also you can able to verify it. Okay. All the information it is available. So this is how we can able to track it in the AWS Cloud Trial. So let me show still we did not received one more notification. So here there is a lookup attributes. There is a username. Using username, we can filter it. Resource type, resource name, event source, event ID, AWS access key. You can filter it, and that is also possible. But right now, we'll get to know here. Are you able to see it? terminate instance done by me,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And the event resource name also it is showing. And just copy this resource name, go to here, just paste it here. See, it is showing run instance, send the public key, and terminate the instance. Only particular you want. So this is all about the, what is that? Cloud trial. So let's move on to that. What is the topic? So I covered it. SNS, cloud trial. So let me start CloudWatch now. So what is this CloudWatch? So let me make it presentation mode. Sorry, make it
Sir,
enable.
before SNS, we did RDS, right?
Exactly. Okay, so we have completed RDS, SNS, CloudTrail. Now we are moving to CloudWatch because these are all small topics. So let's move on to CloudWatch. What is this CloudWatch? So CloudWatch is AWS native monitoring and observability service. It collects the metrics, logs, and send the event from the AWS resources. So from where? From the AWS resource or the on-prem servers or the custom application. So all in one place. Okay. So AWS resource or on-prem, if you have a custom application, you can able to send the logs to one place, that is Amazon CloudWatch. So what are the things it will do it? So metrics, it will collect it like a CPU, memory, storage, and logs, text-based records from the apps, services, and AWS resources. Alarms, okay, automated alerts when metrics crossed. For example, there is an application consuming CPU utilization 90-95%. That is very critical, right? The notification should be sent to the owner of the server, right? So the alarm will send the alert. Dashboard. If you want to create a dashboard, that is also possible. For example, there is a 100 machines are there. I wanted to see it all in one place dashboard. Okay. So what is the status of the server? Okay. It is up and running or any alarms are there that we can able to create it. And CloudWatch metrics and custom metrics, we call it as. Okay. So here main concept is namespaces. Namespaces means this is the default given by namespace CloudWatch. So what are the things it is available under the namespace? AWS EC2, AWS Lambda, many other services will be there. Okay. And the dimension, these are all the name value pair for the filtering. For example, you can able to filter it using the instance ID. Okay. And resolution, you can able to keep it 1 minute for the resolution. And statistics, you will get average, sum, minimum, maximum. These are all the option it is available. Periods from 60 seconds to 300 seconds period, you can keep it and get the metrics. And if you coming to common AWS metrics, CPU, these are all by default, it is already available from the AWS side only. So CPU utilization, network in and out, discrete. Lambda, these are all the default metrics. Database, default. S3, default. ALB, these are all default. Default means from AWS, while created any of the these resource, by default it will come. These are all the metrics in the CloudWatch. So next, CloudWatch logs. So normally CloudWatch logs, what it will do, you can able to create the log group and you can able to store the logs. Log stream. Okay. So some of the companies, they are going to use a third party tool to stream the logs. They wanted to see the logs, right? From where they can able to use it. Log event. So using that timestamp, you can able to see the messages. Okay. That is also it is possible. And CloudWatch alarms, this is a standard. One is for if it is okay, there is no issue. Alarm means alarm sent to the customer. Insufficient data means so there is not enough to data to calculate it. That means there is something wrong in the CloudWatch. And what can alarm do? It will say it will create the SNS notification. It will for the auto scaling or easy to action Lambda. It will stop, terminate it, reboot it. Everything can able to do it CloudWatch. And real world use cases, Lambda error detection, auto scaling EC2, debugging with logs inside, cost anomaly detection. Okay, if anyone any detection is happen anomaly, it will show us unexpected spike, all those things. So CloudWatch best practice, set meaningful alarms, use custom metrics, structure log groups, set log retention, build composite alarms, enable the container insight. So these are all the best practice. If you have any questions on the CloudWatch monitoring, let me know.
So difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail.
So CloudWatch, it is a monitoring tool for the AWS resources. CloudTrail is for the what all the action we have done in the AWS portal. It will shows the dates. I mean data. That means if you done any, if you are created any EC2 machine, deleted. Okay, those updates it is available in the CloudTrail.
Sir, so CloudWatch is for single service, whereas CloudTrail is over all the services.
Exactly. So CloudWatch also it is all services. Okay, that is not the difference. So CloudWatch also you can able to use it for the all the services in the AWS.
Yes, sir. We can use, but basically
Limited.
CloudWatch limited and concentrates on each and every service and what we have done.
Yeah, both are different topics. Okay, CloudWatch used only for the monitoring purpose of the resources. But CloudTrail, any user, any activity done by any of the person, that will be just capture it. So it will track the what IAM user doing, right? CloudWatch, it will monitor the your servers like CPU, memory, disk, those things. It will monitor.
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how to create the again EC2 machine, how to create the alarms and those things I'll talk about. Then I'll move to next is three-tier architecture. Okay. So in the three-tier architecture, what will be there? Whatever we have done it almost like a VPC, EC2 creations. Okay, load balancer. Okay, these all in one place. I'm going to show it you. You can say that uh, one more validation. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, this is a three-tier architecture used in the all the organization. They will ask you that what is this? How do we build the AWS three-tier architecture? Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, let's
No,
wind up for today's session.
no, sir.
Let's catch up tomorrow. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Hello. Hello, sir.